Okay, so welcome to the sacred breath of resurrection. Just to put everybody's hearts at ease, you will not be seen in this recording. It was only going to be shared as an audio recording, so if anyone was being shy and would like to reappear, you are welcome to do that. So this is it's called the sacred breath of resurrection because truly, as we connect with the source consciousness of this breath in this very rhythmic and ceremonious way, it goes deep into our cellular DNA, deep into our cellular water, and carries the intention that we set forth into the cells and assist in the resurrection of the highest expression of our divine nature. So it can be a very physical experience, emotional, mental, spiritual, and all of the above. I've done hundreds and hundreds of these breaths personally, so I can say I've experienced the full spectrum. Well, every time it's unique, so I can't say I've experienced the full spectrum. But I mean, there's all sorts of things that can happen, right? It can be very physical. You can feel so much energy moving through. Your hands may even feel like tense or a little bit cramped. You may feel at some point in time like a twitching or maybe even just like a slight pain or something that surfaces. And the encouragement there is to, of course, honor yourselves and know that you are sovereign divine beings and know what's best, for ourselves at all time. And also, if you can just allow yourself to stay in that flow of breath, at the end of it, really profound miracles are and manifest. So a lot of times if we feel like a pain or something of this nature, it's really our body saying, okay, let's rewire, let's create greater flow, let's open things up, let's let go of that stagnant energy, and so forth. So I just bring that in, not to, of course, alarm anyone, but just so that you know that all of these types of things are typical of this particular type of breath. When we first start this practice, it seems to prioritize, right? It goes to the things that are the most dense. And of course, we know the physical body of all of our energetic bodies is certainly the most dense, right? So the more and more should one choose to stay with this practice and participate in it. The felt sense of that physical response tends to lighten over time, I will just say. Okay, this breath, it's staying in the rhythmic breath. I will go through the mechanics of the breath in just one moment here, but we stay in this rhythmic flow of breath, and there's a transmission that comes through. And for those of you who are experiencing this for the first time, I will just say that there are all different types of tones and light languages, and sometimes one might refer to it as, speaking in tongue, for instance. So I just never know what's going to fly out of my mouth, and I'll just say that you're all co-creating this experience with your higher selves. So please know that. So we'll be in that transmission, light language frequencies flowing through, staying with the rhythmic breath, and then you'll hear the guides say, okay, let's come back to our regular breath now. At which point we transition out of the rhythmic breath and into just our regular inhale and exhale. At that point, it's sort of like the savasana portion of a yoga practice, whereby we're still receiving the transmission, things are still in flow, and yet we are in this place of smooth breath and integration. And then once the transmission comes to an end, we hold space together as a community of light for about 15 minutes or so. In that space, you can chat in the chat room. You can unmute yourself, chat out loud if you want to have witnesses to your experience. Sometimes that's really powerful. Sometimes if we're really clearing a lot from the throat chakra, that sounds like a terrifying thing to do. And yet when we step into that, right, and we go through that, some profound things can unfold. So just putting that out there. Or you can just sort of, hang out, integrate, and really do whatever you choose to do in that space. We will conclude our time together at the hour and 15 mark, 15-minute mark. What else can I tell you? Oh yeah, the breath itself. Okay, so it's in through the mouth and out through the mouth. It's a 2-part inhale and a 1-part exhale. So it sounds like this. Inhale, lower belly. Inhale, heart. Exhale. Inhale, lower belly. Inhale, heart. Exhale. So it takes a minute or many to get into the flow of it, right? And so just really allowing ourselves to go beyond any judgment of the thinking mind, any mind chatter, any of those things that we have the opportunity to experience all day long, and really just be gentle and tender with ourselves as we guide ourselves through this practice. If it's something that we're just experiencing for the first time, this breath, it can feel sort of inorganic and a little bit uncomfortable. Allowing ourselves just to get into the flow. And the more we just let go of any of the mind chatter and we just follow that breath and follow it and allow it to take us deeper and deeper into our journey, I feel like generally the more we receive from the experience. I think that's it. I think we're ready. Oh, you can sit up, right? Or you can lie down. And really, both offer their own unique experience. I would say the most important part of about the posturing is allowing our central channel to remain open and fluid. So just, sitting upright if we can, or if we're lying down, really trying to allow that full range and flow through our central channel. Okay. Any questions from anyone? All right, let's get this party started here. Okay, we're recording? Yes. All right, so allowing ourselves that space to get comfortable. Again, seated or lying down. Perhaps just taking a few deep inhales and exhales. Letting go of any and all attachments, any and all anticipation. Just letting it all melt away. And as we get comfortable and as we allow ourselves to perhaps connect to our heart space, connecting to that high heart, connecting to the center point of our eternal beingness within our high heart, bringing ourselves into this present moment, into our heart space, and really giving ourselves full permission to surrender. Giving the physical body, the mental body, the emotional body, and the spirit body full permission to surrender into this now moment. And when we feel like we're surrendering and we're getting settled into that heart space, perhaps taking a moment and setting a clear intention. What is it that I clearly intend to bring forth into creation through my presence and connection to my heart space, through my connection with the sacred source consciousness of breath, and through my identification with myself as the eternal creator being and unique individuation of source that I am. So setting that intention, letting go, getting really deep into that surrendering relaxation. And when we're ready, if we haven't already begun, starting that rhythmic sacred breath. Again, it's an inhale, lower belly, inhale, heart, exhale, inhale, lower belly, inhale, heart, exhale. Finding the rhythm, finding the pace, finding the flow that feels right for you. Setting the general intention for here and now, calling in the greatest healing miracles, capable of manifesting here and now with grace and ease in accordance to the highest divine law and order. Allowing each and every one of us to let go of all that no longer serves us, and to bring forth into awareness and activation, everything that is aligned with our highest divine potential here and now. Undaria sinu sonaya kausa tau suni. Undaria taya sani andaru ayani. Undaria saya taru sanandaru san. Hatuye sieshe sunanaru aka. Undarie sauta unanyanari. Flowing in and through and all around us once again. Divine Mother Sophia Source's womb frequency, the womb of all creation, flowing all around us, above, below, side to side, and all around each and every one of us, bringing us into this infinite womb space, this womb of all creation, bringing us into this greater invitation of connecting with the infinite potentials of the everything and the nothing. Experiencing as we flow into this infinite portal of creation, allowing ourselves that freedom and sovereignty, free of all conditions of the thinking mind, to flow through this journey with childlike joy and curiosity. Flowing down through and all around these 5 pillars of radiant God realm light. Flowing through and around, creating yet another flow of supportive, nourishing, and nurturing illumination. This field of impenetrable illumination all around us, further inviting us to connect into our presence, into our omnipresence that exists within us, opening up the gateways, portals, meridians, and chakras, and allowing that life force currency of the sacred breath to flow through us. Sanyesorio qua sananari, ayaseo sunari andiayese, usayandaya kausanan, haru susiario sonan, I aruaise, aruaisayanan, unari sa uturi sianin. Ayuniore so quasi, ua uianiana est, ustk, aisk, unsk, orisk, has, ursk, ansk. Ayatai shunuya sanaya nawayan Ishaniash okasayonur ayanish hus aish uns, flowing down and all around us once again, this radiant flow of pure platinum prime source creator light, flowing down ever so gently all around us, creating this entry into this transportive portal of pure platinum light, carrying our diamond architecture up and through this portal of divinity now, moving up and through, beyond the God realms, and bringing us now, opening us into the portal of infinite source potential, guiding and gliding into this massive portal of infinite source potential as we find ourselves flowing in and opening to these magnificent beings of radiant prime source creator light begin to engage. They come forth, stepping forth to assist each and every one of us now, coming into our own unique stepping in to these portals of infinite source potential, meeting each and every one of us here and now, where we are in this now moment on our journey. And as we find ourselves staying with the breath, flowing and floating. Arusunarunianiarian Aruaya Huaye Unaya Husayanu Kuri Sananian Unduran, opening us up as these magnificent beings of radiant light step forth. They step forth now and opening up and assisting in the greater expansion of our crown chakras, opening up as they begin to prepare us for the further embodiment of ourselves as the infinite portal of infinite source potential. Opening up our solar plexus now, feeling this grand invitation as we remain in the flow of the breath, feeling the invitation to come out of fight or flight, come out of that felt sense of contraction, restrictions, conditions, constraints, and coming into the flow of pure superabundance. Pure superabundance, coming into the flow and the invitation of opening ourselves up, commanding all of ourselves, of our physical, mental, emotional, and spirit bodies, in the grand opening and accepting of all that desires to flow through us and as us, in and as this portal of infinite source potential, feeling the palpability of all that is pouring through here and now, feeling and seeing, sensing and witnessing the melting away of all that no longer serves us. Everything that we hold within our frequency fields, that we as the infinite creator beings are willing to surrender and release through our free will, journeying through and as this portal of infinite source potential. What is it that we choose to let go of? What is it that we choose to create as our reality? Dreaming big, feeling that as these omnipotent beings flow through, assisting our high selves and oversouls now, and really opening ourselves up. What is it that we choose to create, and what is it that we desire to create as our reality? The reality for ourselves, the reality for humanity, the reality for Mother Earth, and the reality for the all that is, as we are one. Opening up, staying with the breath, flowing into greater and greater and greater bandwidths of all that is being poured through you and as you here and now. Opening, witnessing as a grand orchestration begins to take place, opening up and activating aspects of our crystalline blueprint and architecture, opening up the pathways and portals of communication between our crown chakra and that of our solar plexus, and all gateways, portals, meridians in between, allowing ourselves the space. And as we find ourselves through the breath, going into deeper and deeper and deeper connection of dreaming big, creating from this sacred space beyond any conditions, letting go, as we witness perhaps the thinking mind, the analytical mind, bringing in and trying to create through, letting it go, dropping into our hearts, dropping into our breath, dropping into our solar plexus, and allowing it to flow. Sunaya sarua sanyani sonaruan one 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 aun aun aun, letting go of the fear, feeling as this massive bandwidth of liquid plasma light flowing down and through, opening you up, opening up the depths of your cellular imprints and releasing any and all imprints of fear. Fear of not enough, fear of unworthiness, whatever feels as though it's in polarity to that which is present here and now through these frequencies, allowing ourselves the permission to witness and to call back all of the fragments of self that have been fractured off through inorganic frequencies, calling back those fragments of self and bringing them into this grand pool of infinite potential, whereby we come into a greater embodiment of self-realization and wholeness when we have the courage to witness and bring back online that which has been fractured off through the thinking mind and through the veils of illusion within third density, letting go. Hasta soninureosor, flowing in, bringing forth grand clarity, feeling these streams of divine clarity pouring through, further assisting us in knowing more of who we are and why we're here. As we begin to embody more and more within our solar plexus, witnessing the embodiment and the engagement of our solar plexus, our divine purpose centers, becoming the micro of the macro of this portal of infinite source potential. Feeling this, allowing this, letting go, bring the breath into the physical self and allowing it to release. Nice. opening up and witnessing, almost as though you're expressing and seeing, witnessing, embodying, watching aspects of your monadic framework, of your oversoul, stepping in and activating aspects of your diamond architecture within the crown chakra to further express and to further hold the frequency bands of the highest prime source creator wisdom, clarity, transparency, opening up, seeing the significance of the threads of diamond communication that are coming back online, directly linked from the crown down into the still point of our solar plexus technology, of our divine purpose center, opening up. And as these communication threads blossom into the greatest expression, feeling now flowing down and through the crown, this massive diamond seed of superabundance overriding, transmuting, disengaging any and all frequencies of scarcity, dissolving the veils of illusion that are intricately weaved through the quantum fabric of our solar plexus, of our energetic fields, releasing it and allowing ourselves to experience within this now moment, within this transmission, the fullest expression of the truest frequencies of superabundance outside of any linear comprehension, any linear expression, the full felt sense of connection with the omnipresence and omnipotence within, opening that up, shining out like the brightest star in the sky within our solar plexus, immediately attuning to our own unique sound and light signature within, harmonizing, feeling the vibrations scintillating up, down, all around, and throughout. And as we bring our awareness into this grand seed of superabundance, we allow ourselves now to connect all that is becoming us as this portal of infinite source potential into the flow, into the radiance, into the connection of superabundance. I am superabundance. I am superabundance. I am superabundance. Going beyond any linear conception, any linear concept of what abundance can look like. Letting go and allowing ourselves to receive, to surrender into the unknown, whereby allowing ourselves the greatest flow of manifestation of this immaculate dream that we are creating here and now. This dream of what it is that we desire to have as our reality. Opening it up, staying with the breath. Haruan Yaruasuya Sangyarian Yusuaria Oanian Harua Ayanat Sanyayatwai We Wayat Yat Uyat Wanayasiu Tuyasun Ish Torsanian, flowing through, feeling that felt sense of ecstasy, of pure freedom and sovereignty, flowing through as you come into greater and greater and greater permission to let go. Let go of everything and anything that doesn't fit in to your ability to connect to and as this infinite potential. Letting it melt away. Feeling in the full surrender how much movement of light can take place, opening us up into the greatest awareness of who we are and why we're here, and to who we've been and why we're here. Flowing down and through, flowing down and through, witnessing now, once again, these greater and greater and greater bandwidths of divine clarity, plasma clarity, flowing down and through, opening up, transmuting, washing away any and all inorganic frequencies, consciousness traps, flowing down and through, magnetizing, moving down and through all of your neural pathways, moving through, resurrecting the highest lens of clarity, resurrecting and activating the dormant DNA that has long awaited the opportunity to express itself in its fullest nature of your divine blueprint. Witnessing now, for many, having a felt sense as you step even greater into that place of the witnessing presence, you begin to see as this massive mirror is reflected through this portal of infinite potential. You begin to see as though you're looking into this mirror and seeing your oversoul, the full expression of your oversoul, presenting itself in its full glory of illumination, sensing this massive light ship, this intricate sacred geometry consisting of pure source light and sound, witnessing it now right in front of you. As you begin to now have this felt sense of your solar plexus even further opening and dilating into greater and greater and greater bandwidths of this portal of infinite potential. And as it opens up, and as you allow yourself to stay with the breath, you feel now that this portal within your oversoul, this massive light ship that expresses in the greatest clarity of who you are throughout all space-time continuum as source, opens up what it now chooses to express as its solar plexus, opening it up. And you begin to feel this massive portal, this portal connection, this pathway, this immaculate diamond bridge between your solar plexus as the womb of infinite source potential and that of your oversoul technology, beginning to connect with grace and ease and feeling and sensing a grand understanding and awareness of the greater totality of who you are throughout all space-time. Who you are as the totality of your unique sound and light signature. as you stay with the breath. All aspects of you that exist, have existed, will exist throughout space and time. Sending yourself into this pure connection and bringing forth from your oversoul, from your monadic framework of the monadic framework of the monadic framework, bringing forth into yourself here and now that which you desire to embody to assist in the catalyst of and the creation of this dream that you bring forth through your desire for what you would like to create as your reality and what you would like to create as the reality of Sophia Gaia and all beings. Opening up, bringing forth a direct embodiment from the Oversoul through this portal of infinite source potential. Going big, allowing yourself, and in this connection, really allowing ourselves to have a greater understanding and embodiment of who we've been throughout all space-time. Bringing back and into full integration here and now all the aspects of our divine technology and architecture that are appropriate in this now moment to bring back home, to embody, and to assist us in the greater embodiment of pure self-realization within our earth incarnation, staying with the breath. As this continues to take place, feeling streams of this indigo diamond light flowing through and assisting our nervous system in the full integration of all of these advanced high vibrational technologies that are a part of our monadic framework, bringing forth the frequencies of divine peace to assist us in the fluid integration, the continual release of all aspects of fight or flight and fear, and the smooth integration and connection field of our spirit body, light body, ectoplasmic body in its full expression and engagement in all that is coming back home and online. Awasunian, Aturi, Worship, Manian down. Wow, weird, Howard, Union, Dorat, Korean, Hurt, 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 Morning years, Ayasunian, Aras. Allowing ourselves the permission to fully connect with that immaculate trust, immaculate faith, that all that we have chosen to create and express through our vision, through our desired timeline expression, that which we desire to create and bring into real time, feeling the showering of immaculate trust, of immaculate courage flowing down and through now. Flowing down and through, and further watering the seeds of superabundance within, further engaging us and allowing for us to hold that immaculate vision of that which we are in the process of creating as the unique and individual expressions of Source that we are and always have been. Opening us up, feeling this showering of the divine frequency of gratitude, feeling, sensing, further witnessing, playing with curiosity, witnessing how when we call forth this connection with gratitude, that we open up even greater pathways of pure manifestation. As in the connection with gratitude, we move beyond any and all egoic mind patterns that suggest or try to tell us that this is simply not in manifest. When we bring the gratitude through, we bring through our further engagement with the fact and the connection that all is in divine flow and manifestation, watering the seeds of superabundance with the flow of immaculate gratitude, and allowing for us to be the witnessing presence of all that is in creation through us and as us. Años in Ishtayas Oresan Sanarwayat Wood Yanyarwayat One Nyan Eyes opening up as the crown opens and blossoms into this radiant diamond temple. We begin to see and witness the third eye further opening and attuning to this grand communication network. Melting away any and all calcifications. Opening it up, clarity flowing through. In Boris. On Ayana. Ayan. Ari. Antars. Opening the throat. Opening the audiovisual cortex. Flowing down and through. Flowing down and through. feeling now, feeling as the oversoul that is mirrored in front of us now brings itself forward, and to whatever degree and bandwidth is in the highest divine law and order for each and every one of us in this now moment, steps in, feeling it, magnificent expression of light and sound, stepping into the portal of infinite source potential within the divine complex of our solar plexus, and now integrating into us as though we're watching ourselves come into the greatest expression of wholeness perhaps that we've ever felt in this linear experience. Feeling and allowing, feeling a sense of reunion and homecoming, a sense of wholeness, yet a sense of light-weightedness perhaps never felt before, as we allow ourselves now to begin to come back into the regular breath, coming back into our regular breath now, flowing back into our regular breath, and allowing ourselves to receive, to integrate into all that has taken place through this grand expansion, through this grand homecoming, and through this grand planting of the seed of our creation within the field and the portal of infinite source potential, feeling a sense of light weightedness, feeling the frequencies of light flowing through, illuminating, activating, bringing forth a felt sense of life force energy in every cell of our beingness. Feeling this, allowing this, as we now allow ourselves to fully melt into the spaciousness of this portal, feeling every cell of ourselves melting into and as this omnipotent, full source potential, radiating this massive frequency of piercing white diamond light, feeling the spectrum of all colors throughout all space-time continuum, coming into the full flow and expression, feeling the potential of all sound and light frequencies moving through and in this space, activating, opening, and allowing for the further surrender into the melting into this potential. Allowing ourselves to melt into, fully embrace, and become one with the full invitation of infinite source potential, flowing in, flowing as, perhaps feeling a sense of euphoria, allowing that, giving ourselves permission to surrender into the full embrace of that which desires to express itself here and now, letting it happen, moving through. As you feel this gentle movement, moving all around you, front, back, side to side, all around you, as though the most beautiful and tender flow of energy is here, moving down and through, further assisting all aspects of ourselves to integrate that which has taken place. Feeling this divine, harmonizing bandwidth of healing light moving through, further assisting all parts of us, assisting our nervous system in the integration of all of these high frequencies of pure divinity, moving through, moving down, down, down and through, moving down through your neck, through your chest and your back, down through your arms, down through your lungs and your rib cage, your heart, the sides of your body, the front, the back, down through all of your organ systems, flowing through as though you feel this gentle touch upon each and every cell of your bodies, flowing through, giving that extra permission to come into full integration, moving down through your belly, your solar plexus, moving down through your reproductive system, your pelvic area, your hips, moving down and through your legs, front and back, down, 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 all the way down, down through your feet, feeling a sense of rootedness and groundedness in all that is taking place. And as this continues to flow through and around, once again, this portal of platinum source light comes down and all around each and every one of us, bringing us all the way down, 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 down through the cosmos, transporting us gently and lovingly down through the central channel of Sophia Gaia, Mother Earth, down into her womb center, as we now find ourselves slowly, lovingly, and gently being brought back into a felt sense of physicality, beginning to move our fingers and our toes a little bit as we are gently grounding ourselves back fully into our physical bodies, back into real time, back into the here and now. Perhaps placing our hand upon our solar plexus and upon our heart chakra, and assisting in the calling in and the grounding into our physical temple, all of our life force energy, calling it back in. Om Irya Sanyandayan. Om Haya Vaya Sayana Nuryanan. Om Yaya Nayan. Om Namah. Om Mikhaeniya Oye. Om Ayasawayaniyana. Om. Feeling now as the grandmother guardians of Gaia step in, further assisting us as they place their hands upon our feet, assisting us in grounding and rooting all that has come into manifest here and now, deep down into the crystalline womb center, into the diamond grid network of Gaia, rooting us, grounding us, allowing for us to spread our roots deep within the rich layers of pure inner earth elemental frequencies, connecting us, grounding us, allowing for us to feel this sense of complete lightweightedness, yet with our feet firmly landing and grounding in this reality of our human experience, embracing and allowing for ourselves to fully come back into physicality, coming into our heart centers, and as we do so, offering gratitude and appreciation to all the beings, guides, and masters that have joined us here in this grand ceremony of here and now. Bring forth gratitude to each and every one of us for showing up in such big ways, not only for ourselves, but for the all that is, as we are one, we are one, we are one. What we choose in our thoughts, words, and actions ripple out into the quantum field of all that is and ever was, coming into our hearts, coming back gently and lovingly. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Taking our time, coming back gently and lovingly.